Now let's see this question. If f of x equal to x plus 1 power cot x for x not equal to 0 and it is equal to k for x equal to 0, then we are supposed to find out whether it is continuous or not. Okay, it is already given. It is continuous at x equal to 0, then we have to find out the value of k, right? So what is it? Now they are saying that the function is given like this, and now they are saying that it is already continuous at x equal to 0, then we have to find out the value of k, right, where k is here. Okay, so now we can use the definition of continuity to solve this question. So when we know that it is continuous at x equal to 0, then we can say that the value of the function at x equal to 0 as well as the value of the function as limit x tends to 0, both are going to be equal, which means I can write it this way, isn't it? When we know that the function is continuous at x equal to a, then the value of the function at x equal to a as well as the value of the function as limit x tends to a, both are going to be equal. Got it? Now from that I can write x equal to 0, a equal to 0, right? If I substitute a equal to 0, I am going to get this. Why? Because they said that it is continuous at 0. Okay, now we can directly see that by substituting f of x is nothing but this point, right? See, when x equal to 0, it is exactly equal to k, that is why f of 0 equal to k. But then as x approaches 0, what does limit x tends to 0 mean? It is approaching 0 but not exactly 0, right? Now we have to use this function, that is why here I am going to use this function, because x is approaching 0, it is not exactly 0, right? So I got this one. Now if you substitute here x equal to 0, I am going to get 1 power cot 0, and cot 0 is infinity, which means it is 1 power infinity form, right? Now whenever we get 1 power infinity, we know this formula. If we have limit x tends to a f of x power g of x, if you find out that if I substitute x equal to a, if I find out that this value is going to be 1 power infinity, then we could write it this way. We could have written it as e power limit x tends to a g of x into f of x minus 1, right? Now in this case, just see what is f of x and g of x. Now f of x is going to be x plus 1 and g of x is going to be cot x. Got it? Therefore you write it this way: e power limit x tends to 0, why a is 0, right? So e power limit x tends to 0 g of x. What is g of x? G of x is cot x. So g of x into f of x minus 1. So what is f of x? X plus 1 minus 1. Alright. Now you can see that it is cot x into x. Now cot x is also 1 by tan x. So we can write it as x by tan x. Limit x tends to 0 x by tan x. As we know, this value is 1. So why is this value 1? Because tan x by x is 1. So x by tan x is also going to be 1. Got it? So this entire value is going to be 1, and therefore we got e equal to k. The value of k is e. Got it? Okay.
Hi, if you are planning to do masters, then doing masters abroad is better than doing masters in India. I'll give you all the reasons. So first reason is, out of 1 lakh students who take GATE every year, there are only 500 seats in old IITs. So all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%, and IITs, universities better than IITs, they have very good acceptance rate like 30%, 40%, but all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And if you are working hard to get into IIT Bombay's ranking is 177. And IIT Roorkee's ranking is 400. If you are happy to get into IIT Roorkee, then getting into universities better than IIT Roorkee is easier compared to getting into IIT Roorkee. And looking at the salaries for computer science, for software jobs, if you have done your masters in computer science in US, the salaries are ranging from 80 lakhs per year to 1.2 crore per year. So even if you take an average of 1 crore per year, your savings will be much higher than the salaries in India. After taxes and your cost of living, you can easily save 40 to 50 lakhs per year. And in India, the maximum jobs that you get is around 30 lakhs. So your savings will be much greater than the salaries in India. And these are all the services that we provide. University shortlisting. So depending on your profile, we will shortlist what are the universities that you have to apply, and statement of purpose building, and then LOR guidance, and GRE and English test assistance, and education loan assistance. So you don't have to have any collateral, which means without any security, now you can get education loan. Getting education loan is very simple these days, and whatever the amount of fee that you have a range of universities. You can apply for 10 lakh universities, 20 lakh universities, or 50 lakh universities. But whatever it is, you are going to get complete education loan, and you can pay off your education loan in 1 year after you get a job. And then we do visa assistance, mock visa interviews, and then connecting with the university alumni. So now you might ask why we should join Game of Visas. So the answer is we have 90% success rate, 99% success rate. And these are all the destinations that we guide the students to. So we guide students to any country that you want to go. So now it is not just USA. We guide to UK, Germany, Australia, Canada. So we guide students to all the countries. We work with all the destinations. And if you are interested in going abroad, you have to just drop us a message on this WhatsApp number 9494 555 454. Okay, thank you.